everyone, and welcome back to the Wednesday Night Gentlemen Multimedia Empire official podcast. This is episode number 69. On this show, we like to talk about things like comic books, movies, TV shows, video games, political discourse sometimes, but always Star Trek. I am your host, Tactic Angel, and with me is Midget Radio, my murderous socialist friend.
Hello,
Midget Radio. How are you today?
I am doing all right, Tactic Angel. How are you?
I am doing just fine, I guess.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm not sure I can sell it, but I'm going to say I'm just fine.
I wonder if this is this a depressing podcast? I wonder that sometimes, because every time we ask each other how we are, it's like, I'm doing okay. And you're like, I'm doing fine, I think.
But then there's a big pick-me-up when we talk about drinking.
That's true. I guess that's all it takes.
Midget Radio, are you drinking today?
I am drinking. I'm drinking the Bullet today. I wanted something with a little more bite than the Blackened.
Okay.
That's good stuff. I love this fucking bourbon so much.
Well, I'm going back to an old faithful too.
Yeah?
I've got the writer's tears.
Oh, okay. Usually that signals something.
It might.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, today what we will be talking about is another video game. Once upon a time, people used to complain about how we don't talk about video games. Now it feels like we do it all the time.
We do. Those were stupid people anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Anywho, we will be talking about Valkyria Chronicles. So the year is 2008. It was the PlayStation 3 and the debut of a game in a series came out in the United States. This was Valkyria Chronicles, where you play as Welkin Gunther, a commander of a tank and a squad, I guess, in what is most assuredly not World War II, in what is assuredly not supposed to be Europe. A tiny nation named Gallia is invaded by the Empire, who are definitely not communazis, in their bid to conquer all of Europe. I guess it is Europe.
Yeah, pretty much. It just misspelled
Midget Radio. This is our setting a baseline because in 2008, unfortunately, the internet was not graced with our presence.
That's true.
Well, I mean, it was, but in different ways.
Yeah.
We were probably just getting done building houses and tribes.
Yeah, probably. God, we were so good at that, man.
A couple years before that.
Oh, we were so good at that, though.
Building houses. Get out of my house. So, no,
we were the
idea...
fucking, like, fixer-upper of tribes, man. We could have had our own goddamn home and garden TV show about that.
HGTV. Is that what that means?
I think so. Yeah, home and garden.
I never knew that.
I just thought HG those are random call signs for the channel, I guess.
It was probably I don't give a fuck television. But we are talking about Valkyria Chronicles. We're setting a baseline. Valkyria Chronicles, we have both played it. What did you think of the original Valkyria Chronicles?
That was really 2008.
It was really 10 years ago.
God damn, dude. It does not feel like that. I mean, I loved that game. I love that game. I don't know what else to say about it, but I love it.
What did you love about that game?
Well, it certainly scratches the tactical RPG itch. Pretty satisfyingly. I mean, it's just excellent. I mean, the squad control when you're on the battlefield, I like taking control of individual members, and it kind of turns into a third person over the shoulder game at that point, but just to maneuver them. And I love my sniper, so it's
yeah. And I'm going to add to that, like the tactical look of this when you're, map view top down.
Yeah.
And then you activate a unit and the whole thing kind of like zooms in and it becomes not a map. And instead you're you're third person over the shoulder, and it has a sort of, even the original has a sort of beautiful watercolor experience to it.
Yeah.
Where it's all, brush strokes, and you can see the pencil that's in there, and it took cell shading to kind of another more artistic level.
Yeah.
I really liked that. Just the aesthetic. I mean, we both played, and this is going to come up probably several times. We both played Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we both love the pants off of that game.
Yeah.
And to see like the aesthetic of Valkyria Chronicles, and it comes out and you're like, that right there. Mm-hmm. That is what Final Fantasy Tactics, the hand-drawn look from the really sexy FMVs are supposed to look like. Just why in the name of all that is holy will Squaresoft not give us a proper Final Fantasy Tactics game?
I don't know. I don't understand. It really is one of the great mysteries, man.
That should not detract at all from the fact that I also loved Valkyria Chronicles. Kind of the one thing I didn't love about it is the rather hellacious difficulty spike. Whenever kind of a Valkyria shows up, a Valkyrie, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like, wow, these people really kill me a lot.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
It was also quite a bit Japanese. It had some, I'll call it uneven writing.
Yeah. I mean, writing's never been a quality that I've really judged a video game on, unless it's like really good, it's like really stand out and actually adds something. Other than that, it's like
12.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, that was fantastic. That was just wonderful, actually. That was shockingly good.
Or Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah, same thing. Otherwise, you expect it to be kind of terrible here and there. And that's just how video games work, so.
It is how video games work. Eat your vegetables, kid. Now we're going to have just absolutely heart-wrenching scene where we pull all of the heartstrings.
Yeah.
Do you guys know any cheap ways of creating emotional drama? Well, we know all of them. You are going to see them all in the next 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Hold on to your butts. Yeah. So, Valkyria Chronicles, we are both big fans. I love the shit out of that game. I own the special edition on the PlayStation 4.
Oh, nice.
It comes in a really, really nice case.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a metal case that has a slip on it, and the slip has like all of the people in your squad.
Oh, that's cool.
I guess kind of the other thing I kind of didn't like it, but I kind of really did. There's all of the Lancers in that original game have a bad attitude, except for the one guy. Yeah. Everybody else is like, oh, I'll go over here.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to die.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay. I'll probably miss.
Yeah.
And then you have that other guy, and you activate him, and he's like, yes, sir. And
yeah.
Like, go over here. I will do my very best. And you're like, usually I don't like the amount of optimism here, but you, sir, are absolutely necessary to my enjoyment of this game.
Much needed contrast. Yeah.
All right. That's a pretty good baseline. Do you want to add anything before I do our second intro?
No, No, okay. I'm good.
Second intro cue. Now, it is 2018. After 2 strangely little games that came out on the PSP, the numbered series of Valkyria Chronicles rejoins the major consoles with the release of Valkyria Chronicles 4. You take control of, strangely enough, a tank commander named Claude Wallace. Claude is also, strangely enough, from Gallia, but he is fighting in the Alliance army. And then this game just kind of tosses you into it.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually really surprised about that.
Yeah?
It's like, you are fighting a war. Here is your tank. You're
now
like,
go.
okay, does this mean we get to skip the tutorial?
Nope. Not quite.
Nope.
Not quite.
I kind of wish that they had added something to this game.
Yeah.
That let you, like, do you want to catch up with Claude while he's at boot camp? Or would you like to do it while we're trying to story you at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Midget Radio, Valkyria Chronicles 4. What's your first impression?
So I'm not very far into it. I mean, I'm sure significantly less than halfway through it. But I don't know. I mean, I think it certainly recaptures a lot of the tactical elements of the first game well. But also, so far, it's been really easy, which is disappointing. So I'm sure there's a difficulty spike. But I mean, you can walk through those fucking battles for the most part.
Yeah, I get a sense that there's a solid speed running of at least the first few, or first maybe 5 or 6 things that you can do in the game for sure.
Yeah,
because it's not real tricky.
No.
Occasionally you step out in front of a tank and it's bad time.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. Well,
yeah.
I guess somebody's going to have to save them, but like you can take out the tank easy enough and then you just go save the person. It's fine. It's not like they're even injured when they get back to the base.
Yeah, it's true. God damn, it's not XCOM. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, the first, again, this is still early in the game, but I mean, playing through the maps, there's more or less really just kind of one way to play through the boards so far, which is also a little disappointing. I'm assuming that it's going to get a little bit more complex and a little bit more varied in future missions. I at least really fucking hope that it does. But yeah, it's extremely forgiving in the beginning.
Yeah, I want to say I'm about a dozen hours into it, and some of that is just messing around back at the base.
Okay, yeah.
That has largely gone unchanged. And actually, if they could allow me to train my people without having to have Admiral Bitchev.
Oh my god, why is that bitch always yelling at you? It's like, right? You go to the training screen and she's like, fuck you guys. And then it's like, well, I want to train these people. And she's like, fucking get on it. And then they finish training. You're fucking trained. Good. Get the fuck back here. So it's like, god damn. There's just a lot to click through for that.
Yeah. And there should really be an autopilot. Like, let's say I don't want to click through everything. Like, just like skip it because that actually is possible.
Yeah.
Can I just put it on autopilot that you will say all of the lines and I can just be a complete spectator?
Yeah, that would be kind of nice. Yeah.
I understand that this is not traditionally how you want to play a game, but like there is a lot of dialogue.
There's a ton. Yeah, I've noticed that like in one session, like I play the game, I'll play like one battle probably, and that's it. And then spend the same amount of time getting through enough cutscenes to play the next battle. Like,
have you done any of the the squad subquests, the side stories?
I've done a couple skirmishes. I did unlock at least one of the side stories and haven't. I like that that's in there, but I haven't done any of them yet.
I like that it's in there too. I'm a little bit wary that they might ruin one of like just like the Lancer that I kind of like caught on to. He was like my favorite dude. I don't even know what he was called. Like my favorite person that's in my squad right now is Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan is the guy who's old, and you can tell because he has perfectly streaked white hair, strips of hair through his. And for some reason, I mean, like he's supposed to be like some sort of war veteran or something.
Okay.
And he's just grizzled, and what he is he's not like Raz.
Yeah. Okay.
and like for some reason, I'm just like, I like this guy. This is a guy who just does his job.
Yeah.
Adama would be proud.
Fuck yeah. Give him an eye patch.
In any case, kind of the reason why I'm drinking the writer's tears is because holy shit, the writing in this is particularly at the beginning, and I'm not sure if I'm just getting used to it or if it is actually improving, but like the first 5 hours of this that I was playing, and you're just like scaredy clawed and this and that and the other, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
holy fuck.
Yeah.
Has it always been like this? Has Japan always been like this?
I mean,
because I know the melodrama is real in Japan, but it's like this feels like it's on a different level.
I mean, honestly, from what I remember anyway, it does not strike me as substantially different from the first Valkyria back in 2008. Because I thought that was a fucking train wreck of just completely fucking over the top emotional garbage. Or just adorably, obnoxiously cute. I mean, everything is just... It's the complete opposite of subtlety. That's... I mean, you know exactly where every single character stands. It's almost childish the way the writing plays out. But yeah, I mean, I feel that way about this game and about the previous game. Well, it was kind of annoying.
I guess part of it was I was also surprised at some of the stuff that's said in this game that is really not PC. Like pretty much everything, like Raz sees the Admiral lady and she's in camp.
Yeah.
And you just have full screen, we're looking at this chick's ass.
Yeah.
And you cut back to Raz and he says, I would like to swab her booty or something like that. And you're just like, oh man.
Yeah.
and and like there are parts of it that's like really immature. Like a lot of it that's really immature. And then they'll say something that's like, children should not be playing this game.
No, they probably shouldn't be. Yeah.
And you wouldn't know it because, of course, it looks like a comic book.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Have you gotten to the part where I want to talk about this is off topic. But that's why I was drinking the writer's tears.
Yeah.
And I poured a big old glass because it has been several weeks before one or the other of us or both have been too drunk.
Oh, I love it.
But anyway, have you played the mission that's in the fog?
No.
You are
wait. No, wait. You mean, I'm sorry. Yes, where there's like the decoy tanks or whatever? Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say about this one.
I absolutely love the visuals.
Mm-hmm.
in that particular board where you've got the fog, there's so many like hashed in pencil sketches and it's just so murky that really kind of the beauty that I was talking about with the original Valkyria Chronicles is taken just one step further into like this is really impressive that you made an engine that not only can handle like just depth of field, like anything can handle depth of field to a certain extent, but now you're handling depth of field in a very artistic sense.
Yeah.
And like the mission itself was actually disappointingly easy.
Yeah.
Because it's, I mean, even if you do stupid stuff, you can pretty much run past a tank.
Yeah.
With a Lancer and shoot it in the butt.
Yeah.
Straight up Hydra style.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yep.
The rest of it, it's like I get a little bit frustrated with the grading system because it's like you got a B, and it's like
I don't understand what the fuck that is either.
It's how long it takes you, right?
See that I kind of figured that's what was going on, and that kind of pissed me off because it's like I'm trying to like I like playing these games kind of XCOM style. Everyone runs, I find fucking cover. If I can't find it, then I do it again until
oh god. Like Can you imagine the middle ground between XCOM and this game? Can you imagine how much I would buy the shit out of that game?
That would be amazing. Yeah. You have pretty deep tactical elements and also the game loads. That's
yeah, the loading screens aren't very bad in this game.
No, they are not.
They're actually almost unnoticeable because by the time you get through deployment, it only takes like 5-10 seconds to get into battle.
Yeah, it's fairly seamless. Yeah.
No, but I'm thinking like if you've got the injury stuff that you get in XCOM and the real time stuff.
Yes.
Did you ever play that XCOM game that was third person real time?
Oh no, I didn't. No.
It was XCOM the Bureau, wasn't it?
The Bureau, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that game was awful.
That's sad.
It was sad. And it was set in the 50s. How badass was that?
That should have been really cool.
It wasn't.
Oh, that's sad.
Remake XCOM the Bureau.
Yeah.
With Sega.
Yeah.
That would be badass. Anyway. So, I mean, like it is too easy so far. I have not reached the difficulty spike, if there is one.
All right.
I kind of wish if it was this easy, I looked, because like there's easy, medium, and hard, and it looks like you have to beat it on medium before you go back and play it on hard. Which means that I will probably not be playing it on hard.
Yeah.
Which is almost too bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, though, the second time you played through it, you would be able to just hit. I think it's just you hit the option button while they're talking.
And you can skip past the whole thing.
I don't even think it gives you the option. It just ends.
Oh, nice.
You're just like X, end.
Nice.
X, end.
Well, that's not bad.
So you would probably get like 2 or 3 fights in.
Yeah.
In a session, the second run, but you do have to get through the game. And if there is that difficulty spike where it goes from Sesame Street to, Doom 2, you have no weapons. Good luck.
Yeah. I kind of hope so. Well, like I noticed in that same, I think it was in that same board, where so you get to the like second part of that mission and some stupid thing happens, like the radio goes out, and then they're like, "Well, just change the numbers on the clock tower." I did not understand any of the rationale behind any of this.
So the rationale, has something to do with like, okay, a date. It has to do with a date.
It's a date.
Like July 15th.
Yeah.
And you're like, Okay,
Cool.
but how does that tell you where
Right?
to shoot the
Exactly.
tanks?
How does that? And then you ring the bell 5 times, and you're like, what? Where are the coordinates in this coded message? Like,
Is it just level the whole city? Because that's not what happens.
fucking stupid. But I noticed in that board that like you could climb a tower. Like I had Kai climb a tower, and I was like, this is fucking great. But like everyone's dead by that. You know, there's really no reason to do it. And the enemy AI is crap so far. I mean, they like if you set your guys up in behind fences, just walk into the gunfire. Like,
it'll be fine.
yeah. So it's I mean those elements are really disappointing. I mean it still does I love the system so much that it still kind of scratches that itch a little bit, but man, the easiness is really disappointing.
Not cool. Yeah. And you kind of wish, like, particularly when you're looking at the skirmishes.
Yeah.
Like, allow me to go into the skirmish and, like, you have maybe, I'm going to play skirmish normally. And then maybe it's like, you know, give me more. You know?
Yeah.
And then maybe eventually you're just like, you know what? I want to play this and I want it to be butt fucking hard.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
And, like, yeah, give me that windmill map. Put 3 tanks on the enemy team and a fuck ton of soldiers.
Yeah.
Nobody's making it out.
I love it. Man.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
that's been disappointing.
It is. And kind of like one of the things that I know that you and I both enjoyed about Final Fantasy Tactics is Final Fantasy Tactics is a hard game.
Yeah.
Its AI is not stupid.
No.
Its AI cheats.
Yes, it does.
And on top of that, it's just a good system.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it is.
So,
yeah,
you know,
God, you want that to you want a system where just the terrain matters and things like, Final Fantasy Tactics. You want to put your archers as high up as you fucking can.
Pretty much.
That shit actually matters. Same thing with snipers in XCOM. I don't know. I remember I went into I saw that there were skirmishes and I was like, thank God, this is great that you at least have this option. And I went into the first skirmish and I was like kind of panicked at first because I saw how many people you were allowed to put on the field. I was like, fuck. That must mean that this is hard.
Nope. You can probably do it with 3.
Right? You could.
Well,
so disappointed.
Hell, you could probably do it with just the tank and an extra person.
Yep. That's really all you need.
Tank and Kai.
But then I like capturing points, I like that element. But it doesn't feel like it does you much good. But I like that it's there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I mean, I love the system. I still love the system.
Yeah.
And as much as I'm complaining about the writing, I have listened to every inch of it because I am so invested in the idea that this could be like a top shelf sort of concept for how to play a game.
Yeah.
And honestly, I want them to make more of them. I want other people to try to copy this.
Yeah.
Because it is just so much fun to actually be out there playing. There does need to be a little bit more difficulty.
Yeah.
But it's just a fantastic hybrid. And I would never have expected it when it first came out, that you would be able to have the 2D top-down map.
Yeah.
With activation points and then a 3D interactive sort of thing. Because first of all, you do have all day if you want on the interactive map to think about what you want to do.
Yeah.
But once you decide what you want to do, you need to execute, because if you don't, there's a very real chance that you are going to get shredded.
Yeah.
and that's all exciting because it gets you a little bit of the real time, but it also allows you that deep tactical
Wow.
deep
Okay.
tactical decisions. And like none of the stuff is quite as impressive as I've seen in the original Valkyria Chronicles. I know that there was particularly one map in Valkyria Chronicles where you started in a courtyard and then down a ramp, and you had to go up and capture like the embassy sort of area. And I loved that map, and there were lots of ways to play it, and great. It's just great. Just do it over and over again. I'll play the shit out of that game.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Also randomize the shit that I'm fighting.
That would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, that would be really nice too. Well, how do you feel about the new class, the Grenadier class?
I am conceptually I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel right now like it's a little OP.
Yep, same here. That's exactly my feeling too. I like it in theory, but holy fuck, it is overpowered.
Yeah. I mean, you catch somebody on their activation with a shell and it's over.
Yeah. I was surprised they even included that. Like, wait, my Grenadier can fucking react to someone advancing? Jesus.
Not to mention, they're not activating off of their own line of sight.
Yeah.
They're activating off of other people, what they can see. And you're like,
it's a little ridiculous, but...
Well, if you're going to start throwing some shit at me, I guess that'll work.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the music?
I don't know. I like it. I still like it.
I don't know what it is about the music, but I love it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And I know, here's the thing. It's not that good.
No.
When I listen to it really carefully, it's not good. It's not all that memorable, which actually might play into it being good for its purpose.
Yeah.
But so the composer for this is a guy named Hitoshi Sakamoto.
Okay.
He is known for doing the original Valkyria Chronicles.
Okay.
He also did a little known title called Final Fantasy Tactics.
Well.
And for whatever reason, I feel like he really knows how to do. I don't know what he does, that because the stuff just must be so like droningly boring, but still just catchy enough to be exactly like tactical RPG music.
Yeah.
There's something about it that I really like. And I do actually kind of like that they kept some of the themes I recognize from the original Valkyria Chronicles, even 10 years later. They're not particularly catchy, but you know, the main theme is the same.
Yeah. I think that's all that I have even noticed so far. But yeah. I mean, I like it too.
I just had to say something about that because I absolutely love Final Fantasy Tactics. I absolutely love Valkyria Chronicles, and he does the music for both of them.
Yeah,
and music does play a pretty decent part in your sort of emotional resonance.
Yeah,
with a video game or something like a movie, whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, they say it's a disproportionately high amount. Like, I saw a study that was like 60% or something.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Like, you play Schindler's List, you're like, this is kind of sad. But you play Schindler's List and you throw Itzhak Perlman in there over John Williams' score, and you're just like, I never want to watch this movie again. It's just too much.
That's pretty awesome.
So,
Interesting. I know there's I don't know if you've unlocked this at all, but I heard that there's in the I guess later on in the game, leaders or within the game have the ability to like have other troops follow them or something. Like within battle. So like to the degree that like, you know, you can have like you can attach maybe a lancer or something to one of your leaders, and the lancer will just move with the leader. Which seems like an interesting, so then you negate the lancer's like shit movement. So
for sure.
Yeah, so you're like, well, again, like I saw that and I was like, God damn it, that's kind of an interesting mechanic in a harder game. Like,
well, it still can get harder.
Yeah, it can. We'll see.
I haven't seen that. I did notice that they still have the kind of try to keep your people in the friend zone so that
yeah
so that they can work together as though they even need to at this point.
I know that again, like another mechanic that I would like in a harder game.
See, now what I would like is a little bit different, right? Because everybody's got kind of their own perks, and I'm a little disappointed that like the characters that are in it are, I believe, set characters.
Yeah.
And so you don't have sort of like the XCOM, I'm going to get this guy, he's going to develop in his own unique way. What I would prefer is, you know, that they have a huge roster of potential lookalikes, and they have a huge potential of backgrounds and whatever. And that when you start the game, no two times can you count on having, you know, Rosie in your squad.
Yeah.
I understand that you might have Raz and you're going to have Kai.
Sure. Yeah.
And like they're integral to the story, but everybody else, why don't you just make them random?
Yeah.
So like you can, what in the world was that?
I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway, so like I would prefer they be random because that allows you to like, you start the game and you're like, I have, you know, Bill over here and Ted over there.
Yeah.
And like Bill and Ted don't know each other from a hole in the wall. But if you use Bill and Ted together and they go on an adventure,
yeah,
like maybe they become friends. And then like they have the Bill and Ted, they reciprocally have each other as friends.
Yeah.
And then they work together instead of just like, well, this is Molly and Molly doesn't like Darksons.
Yeah.
Because racism is still a theme.
Yeah.
Like fine. I understand why the Rosie theme was in the last one. I liked that well enough.
Yeah.
But like having random people and they're like, I just hate Darksons and I'm not going to work with them. And every time I walk within 5, 10, 15 feet of them, there's like, oh, anime screen of I'm angry face.
Yeah.
Then, you know, not as great. I mean, it would be a lot more impactful if your characters grew and developed based on how you play them.
Yeah.
But I think that actually might be a different game than what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
But it shouldn't be. It would be so easy just to put something like that in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bill and Ted have worked together enough. They are now Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Together. They're great.
It'd be like Persona. Tactic Angel. Like Persona. You date bitches and, you know, increase your relationship with them.
I'm not doing it.
It's awesome.
Midget Radio wants to date all the high school girls.
Yep. Well, they're pretty hot, you know.
Making it happen.
Even the ones that aren't that hot. because
You just need to check them off the list, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's about having a stable.
They might be talented. She's not good, but she does this thing. Or she's not hot, but she does this thing. Anyway,
I fucking love it.
Another podcast going off the rails.
Yeah, that's what we do.
So I bought the super special edition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they give you a tank.
Oh, that's cool.
They give you the Hafen.
Yeah.
I love that the tanks in this game are clearly based off of World War II tanks.
That's cool.
So, like the original tank was the Edelweiss.
Yeah.
If you look at it and you like really pay attention to its features, it is very clearly modeled off of a Panther.
That's cool.
And the Hafen is even more obviously modeled after like an anime and M4 Sherman.
Okay, that's cool.
It is, even down to the
blue battery on the back.
No, the battery. By the way, that's a radiator.
Oh, radiator. Okay.
Usually, if you shoot a tank in the back, even if it doesn't have that, it's gonna take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Because usually they assume that the tank will try to engage things in front of it.
That makes sense. Seems like a safe bet.
And the things behind it is an oh shit.
Yeah.
That's why they put the handlebars on the passenger side of the car. So you don't want to get shot in the butt.
No, generally speaking.
All right. Midget Radio, getting this back on track.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot actually else to say about this.
Yeah, I don't really either.
We're gonna rate it.
Oh yeah. Fuck. God damn it. I find this so much harder with video games than with movies.
It is. Somewhat. I'm gonna take an aside here as we talk about rating video games. You never played Detroit Become Human, right?
No.
So I played Detroit Become Human. That game is, I want to say, preachy as fuck.
Okay.
It's like if Denzel Washington made a movie. And when I say Denzel Washington, I don't actually even mean Denzel Washington the man, so much as like Denzel Washington in sort of the late 80s, maybe, or late 90s, early 2000s, was in a series of movies where it's like racism is bad.
Okay.
Duh. Right? And like, this is essentially that racism is bad, duh, storyline. But we've made the races humans and robots.
Yeah. Nobody likes robots.
Yep. Now here's the thing. I played it with the sort of single-minded hatred that any good human would have for the Cylons.
Sure.
The entire time.
Hell yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, I was talking to one of my buddies at work, and she was saying, like, I did this and that and the other, and it's like, when I got to the end of the game, I played Connor, the robot cop, so strictly like anti-robot that it didn't even give me choices.
Okay.
Like, this is the only way that it ends based on the way that you've played it. And you're like, yes. And when I got to the end, I was like, I enjoyed this. Now, I enjoyed it because I chose the option where all of the robots die.
Oh, okay.
And I'm supposed to feel bad about it. Like, the writer is twisting my arm as far behind my back as possible to tell me I don't like it. And I'm like, bring it. I still enjoyed myself.
Okay.
So like, I understand the difficulty in rating a video game, because really what I should do is, if I were to rate something like Detroit Become Human, it is so ham-fistedly retarded in how they write the story that it should be like 2 stars at best.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun because I was being a dick to all of the robots who want to kill you and me and all of the other fleshy people.
Fuck yeah.
I'm looking out for you, Mr. Listener. I don't care about Mr. Coffee and the Toaster. When they team up, we're going to take them out.
Yeah, fuck them.
Nothing but magnets and other surges of electricity. I don't know. Whatever it takes. Tactic Angel is there. Though I am the ambassador for the robot people.
That is true. Kind of a bad ambassador, but...
So anyway, I understand the difficulty. You're still going to give it a star rating so far. Midget Radio. What do you think? And do you suggest that our millions of viewers go out and purchase this video game?
Man, I'm probably gonna give it 2.5 right now. But I don't know, with some optimism that it will actually get better. As far as should people go buy it, I mean, I guess if you enjoyed the other Valkyria Chronicles, you maybe enjoy this game. So maybe. You know what? Do what you want. Do what you want. Stop asking me to tell you what to do. Jesus Christ.
All right. So do you think that the reason why you're saying that is because the writing is maybe worse in this?
No, I don't think it's worse. I think I don't think it's worse. I think the gameplay is not nearly as compelling and not as challenging as the first.
There is something to be said about Dark Souls.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So I would probably go with, I'm going to probably give it a 3. I have enjoyed playing it, even though I do wish that it was a lot harder, and I do wish that it had an autopilot, and I do wish that there was just less talking.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're trying to tell a story, is whatever TV, video game, movie nonsense.
Yeah.
I would say anyone who likes a good strategic role-playing game should probably consider this. Valkyria Chronicles is definitely a series that I would like to see more games made like. Either as Valkyria Chronicles proper or just kind of taking the system that they have and putting it into something else.
Yeah.
Like the Bureau XCOM remake.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So anyway, that has been episode number 69 of the Wednesday Night Gentlemen Multimedia Empire official podcast. With it being episode 69, it probably should have been sexier, but please feel free to give us a like if you've enjoyed this video, or subscribe to our channel. You can find us on Twitter, where we are at WNG_MME_OPC, or head on over to Facebook, where we are simply the Wednesday Night Gentlemen. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We will see you again on episode number 70 of this podcast.
Bye-bye.